All right. Thanks. I'm having kind of a crazy hair day. So my eye makeup today is, let's see, I always have to look at it. I'm wearing Innocent on the brow, always. Sassy on the inner lid. Good morning, Jess. And Noble on the outer. Okay. All right, I usually start when we get to 100, and we're way past 100. You've been thinking about theme parties. Yay. I've been trying to hold back on that because I want you to come up with your own themes. That's when it's the most genuine and the most fun and the most exciting for you. All right, so we're going to start with the script. We are on day 9, which means we have 2 days left in the party. And we ended yesterday, day 8, with doing the clean face and then unique face side by side so that they can see without makeup and my face done with makeup. And I do my face with makeup, just my everyday look, not like a crazy makeup look. Okay, so we start day 9. I want to bring them back to the lashes because we started with the lashes. We're going to kind of close out with the lashes. So on day 9, I post a collage, and actually Jessica Bates, one of my girls who's on right now, she's in my collage because she's just a beautiful woman. So I have a collage with Jessica and my friend Leah and then my friend Lindsay, and their face is done in unique, but they're awesome pictures of their lashes too. So it's just a collage of my friends, and I just say something like, look at my beautiful friends, look at how unique enhances their beautiful features. Short lashes, completely transformed, $29, time to order, you just have 2 days left. Okay, so I want to stress the urgency to buy, all right? So we start day 9, pictures of my friends, stressing the urgency to buy. The second post on day 9, again, stressing the urgency. I say, hurry, just today and tomorrow left to order. And then I show, and a lot of you saw this in my convention teaching, the many faces of Cara. And it's a 6-frame collage. And I say, here are the many faces of Cara. And I put 6 different pictures of myself with totally different looks. And then I tell them my top 3 picks are, and my personal top 3 picks, they're probably not the same for you, are 1, the 3D mascara, 2, Luxe lip gloss, and 3, the Splurge cream shadow. Now I choose these 3 mostly because I think they are the easiest things to wear for someone that is just kind of starting out in their makeup adventure. So they're not going to get these 3 items home and be like, what am I supposed to do with this? Or this is a way crazy color that I'm not used to. These are really good entry products. And so in my parties, I'm always stressing the entry products because I don't want them getting a product that they don't know how to use. And the Splurge Cream Shadow is so easy to use. Luxe looks good on almost everyone. And of course, the 3D mascara is kind of our gateway drug anyway. So those are the 3 that I use. I don't like to push things like foundation, BB cream. Those are great. Those are things that after they've bought a couple of things from me, then I'll introduce them to that. But ladies just kind of starting out with makeup, they have no clue what their shades are, what their colors are, and you're just much more likely to get a dissatisfied customer. So I don't even like to start out with the pigments because pigments are tricky. Hold on, we are gonna get rid of that person. Pigments are tricky, and you really need the brushes to apply the pigments. So I don't even push those too much. Okay, so then that's my second one, the many faces of Cara. And then the third one is a video, and it is my overall just general thank you video. And that is on YouTube under Cara Newton. And that I'm thanking everyone in the party who has participated, who has watched my videos, who's commented, and those that bought. And I also kind of just give a little bit of a plug for joining my team in that video too. But you can watch that video on my YouTube channel. All right, I'm ready. Remember, number 1 rule, if you have not watched my convention teaching, go watch that, and then come back and ask questions. And if you have never done a Facebook party, or you don't even know what a Facebook party is, this is probably not the training for you. You need to come back to me after you've talked to your upline about how to do a Facebook party, how to set it up and how it works and how it goes. Okay? So I'm ready for your questions. Go ahead. No questions. Is any of Team Flourish on here today, or any of my girls on? I never ask that, and I realized today. Yes, I send the same thank you video to everyone. I do a hostess coaching video up front. Good job. Oh, they're blurry? I'm not sure. Maybe that's your phone. I'm not sure. Why was so cute? Oh, thank you. I do local trainings. I'm in Indy, so we try as a team. Woo! Jessica Bates, Team Flourish. We as a team try to do a training once or twice a year. We just had our first one this past spring. It was awesome. It was really fun. I would suggest that the hostess wait a month. My original hostesses came from my launch party, so they were people that I knew. Yes, my hostess video is on YouTube. It's called a hostess thank you because they're going to come up and see it, and I don't want it to say hostess coaching. Okay? No, I'm not going to take my hat off. Yeah, I'll probably get on here and talk about my themed parties for sure. That'll be a Periscope one day. After my launch party, I did a Junk to Spunk series, and that was probably 3 months after my launch party. My 3 posts are usually related to the same part of the face. So it's eyes, lips, face, but no, I won't do 3 posts on bronzer. Any other questions? My series usually lasts about 5 days, and that's in my customer base group. I don't know who this person is, but you're not really getting the point of this, so we're going to get rid of you. Yes, if you offer a free gift, yeah, that comes from you. Junk to Spunk is a 5-day series that I did after my launch party, and it was encourage the ladies to get rid of their junk and get back their spunk. And it was the top 5 products that I recommend from our line. My ladies loved it. I sold 15 primers in that party because no one knew what a primer was, and I was able to do a video on primer, and they loved it. And primer is actually one of my favorite products. So it's what you're passionate about. What are your favorite products? Those are the ones they're going to buy into because you're going to have the most excitement. You're going to have the best videos about because you're going to feel the most comfortable with it. Like the powder concealers. I do use that occasionally, but I've never, I'm your motivator, but I don't feel as confident with those, so I've never pushed those in my parties because I can't like wholeheartedly get excited about it because I'm still learning it. Does that make sense? So you want to pick 5 products that you are really confident about, that you really love, that you know how to apply, and that's how you kind of go about which products you want to do for Junk to Spunk. If you give a girl a mascara, okay, so like the first thing would be if you give a girl a mascara, she's going to want to know how to apply it, and then you can do an application video. Or if you give a girl a mascara, she's going to want her eyes to pop with some liner, and so then you can talk about the liner. And then once you give a girl a liner, she's going to need some eye pigments. Well, once she gets some eye pigments, she's going to want her lips to look good. So you see how that can go for if you give a girl a mascara. Any other questions? Any other questions about day 9? You're not suction cupped my window today. I'm using my other phone holder that works a lot better. Well, I'll still be back on here. I plan to do a Periscope on my series. I plan to do a Periscope on fundraiser parties because I do a lot of those too, which are super fun, but they do have a little bit of a different twist than my regular parties. And at some point, I'd like to do a Periscope just on some leadership training, how to train your leaders. But I am currently still in the process of working through that myself. So, yes, getting your website is fabulous. So I'm karaslashes.com. And this way, whenever anyone asks me, how they can order, it's just super easy. I can say it's karaslashes.com. And they can remember it. It's so easy. It's consistent. It's what I switch the website to after the party's over. It's what's in my customer base group. And then every 10 days, I am forwarding it to a new open party of mine. So I'm constantly earning hostess rewards because my domain name is being forwarded to an open party. So I always have hostess rewards because of this. GoDaddy.com is where I got mine, and I got it for like $12 for the year, but a lot of girls on my team found coupons online and got it for like $2. I use Video Shop for my apps, but there's a lot of them out there that ladies are using. Okay, just also in closing, I just want to remind you, so all of my posts that I'm telling you about, not one of them is a graphic image, not one. They are all pictures of me or people that I know, okay? And I realize that's hard for you to see because I'm not sharing them with you, and I hope you understand my heart behind that. I have to keep my business safe from Facebook jail. If I end up in Facebook jail, I am in trouble. But just remember that, like, I don't use any silly pictures in my parties. I don't use any of those e-cards anymore. In the beginning I did a little bit, but people are past that. They're past that. They, the whole jokes about, pictures of lashes and things like that, in the unique world, we find that funny. But in the regular outside world, like to our customers, it's not as funny as we think it is, okay? So keep that in mind. You have to think like a customer, not a unique presenter, okay? So what you find interesting, what you would stop and look at, what you would laugh at is not necessarily what a customer who is new to the unique world would laugh at. And I think about, like, the frozen images of Elsa without makeup on, or Kermit the Frog without eyelashes. Like, to us, that's super funny, and we stop and look at that. But to a customer, they don't really know what you're talking about, and because they're not as familiar with our products and what we do, it's not funny, okay? And so they just kind of look over it. But they will stop and look at some, at your eyes. They will stop and look at a funny picture of you with your kids. That's what you have to keep in mind. Like, you want to catch their attention. Like on the, in my convention training, I showed you a picture of myself eating a big, delicious donut. Like, people are going to stop and look at that because everybody loves donuts, okay? Not everyone loves Kermit the Frog without eyelashes, all right? We've all seen that. I do not typically post more than one image at a time. Because of the way Facebook works now, you can post two and they will show up side by side. So I do that, okay? Occasionally, like in my second post, I do my 3-tier lash pick and a picture of me holding a cup of coffee that says, "Welcome, my name is Kara." Because they can see both at the same time. It didn't used to be that way, but it is that way on Facebook now. But I typically will not post more than one picture at a time. All right. Any other questions? Did that make sense about the graphics? Because I know there are a lot of you out there that are loving to post those little cartoons, those little e-cards. That's fine occasionally on your personal wall, but to put that in a party, for me, big no-no. Okay. Did I just step on some of your toes when I said that? Because some of you love the frozen image, don't you? You love the panda bear without the dark circles. I know. It's funny to us. But I'm telling you, the customers don't get it, okay? Yes, I record all of my videos on my phone. Nobody's responding to me about the graphics. Is that because you're mad at me? Is that because you're not getting it? Right, does it make sense? Does my reasoning make sense for why I'm telling you? Like, not? Okay, good. All right, I don't want to step on toes. I just want to tell you what has worked for me, okay? No graphics of the products. Yeah, unless you've got a picture of somebody, the best way to show off a product, you can have a picture of the product, but have a picture of you wearing the product, okay? That's going to catch their attention, all right? If I see a Kermit the Frog with no eyelashes on any of your walls, I'm going to get you. Or the panda bear. See, I know you all love the panda bear. It's fabulous, but I promise you, your customers, it's not clicking with them the way it clicks with you, okay? And in parties, they are looking right over it. It's not, who's your audience when you post that panda bear, okay? Who's your audience? Because a customer is not looking at the panda bear and then saying, "Oh, I need to buy that mascara," okay? That's not going to happen. But they will see a before and after of your eyes and say, "Oh, I need to buy that mascara," okay? The moisturizer, I honestly don't spend a lot of time on. The primer, go on my YouTube and you'll see my video with the primer. That video is what sold me 15 primers, okay? Okay, those little memes, those little graphics, put them in your team pages because those are the people that think they're funny. They're the people that are going to, look at it. No, the thank you post on day 9 at the end of the day is not the same one that I send to customers. Okay, it's on my YouTube and you'll find it. But again, like there are different methods for how you're going to hear from different presenters what you should be posting in your parties, how you should be posting in parties, whether or not you should even be doing online parties, okay? So I am talking to the ladies that joined Younique because they need to make online work, okay? It's not going to work for everybody, because you're not going to have the time or for whatever reason. It's not going to not work because you can't do it. You can do it. But not all jobs work for everyone, okay? But if you join Younique because you need to make online work and you need to make online parties work, I'm telling you, these methods that I'm teaching you, they are working for me, okay? My PRS is awesome this month. It has been since the day I started, and I don't tell you that to brag to you at all. I'm telling you that because I have revamped what the party should look like, and where I'm at now with this party, the script that I've just shared with you, it's doing fabulous. I mean, I'm at $5,500 for the month today, okay? So, in sales, in personal sales. So I tell you that because I just want you to hear that, I am doing this right along with you. I'm not giving you a whole bunch of ideas and not doing it myself, not trying it out myself, not, figuring out what works and what doesn't work. Yes, when I'm training my team, I do use videos. Yeah, we don't do a whole lot of web jam stuff. My team page is very active. If anyone is from Team Flourish on here right now, they can vouch for the fact that we are very, very active on our page. I ask her to post whatever she has of the makeup, If she doesn't have any of the makeup, and, this is a difference in opinion too, I will do a party for whoever wants to do a party with me, and I'll work my tail off for the girl that doesn't have the mascara as much as I will for the girl that has a collection and wants to do a party. Yay, Team Flourish, Chelsea. Yes, see, Chelsea, it's very active, right? We don't have to do I don't do web jams or anything like that. Yes. Sorry, you just distracted me. So what was I saying? Yeah, so I will do a party for a girl that doesn't have the makeup. Why? Because she might not have the money to buy the makeup, and I want to give her just as much opportunity to earn free makeup as the girl that does have, the money to buy the makeup. And so I'm going to work just as hard for her. Now, as far as the girl that doesn't have the makeup, I just make sure she knows it's always better when you have it, okay? So make sure you comment on my posts. Make sure that you like a lot of things, that you ask questions, just to get, to get really involved. Webinar is what a lot of leaders use to have team meetings. But honestly, my team page is so active that we haven't really had to have a team meeting. We're actually having a get-together next month, which will be one of our first get-togethers. But yeah, so I don't do a ton of team meetings like via Skype or via webinar or anything like that. But my team hears from me regularly through video. I don't post anything inspirational in my parties. Again, I don't use anything. I don't use quotes. I don't use graphics. Yeah, giveaways have just not, like I said, this is one of the things that yeah, exactly. Jack loves to interrupt her and stuff. I've just found that's one of those things that I can tell you that as I've done this many parties, and while I may not have been around as long as the other presenters, I've done a lot of parties, so I've been able to really figure out what works and what doesn't work. And yeah, I just found out that, I end up giving stuff away to people that aren't even purchasing, or someone purchases a pencil sharpener and ends up in the drawing, or I didn't get a lot of interaction from the giveaway, so I just stopped doing it. All right. Any other questions? Any other questions about what a graphic is? I don't send samples to hostesses, actually. I do, like, I will have a picture of the product that they purchased. This is the one and only time that I don't have a picture of myself. When someone buys and I tag them in a post, I have a picture of the product. So if it's lip stains, I have a picture of the lip stains with a big thank you, and then I say, thank you, Jessica. Please look for my message in your Facebook. Any other questions? So yeah, that is my one exception for the graphic. I have a hostess coaching video on YouTube that you can look at as far as how to get your hostess active, because I make it very clear to her what the expectations are for doing a party. And because I work hard and I have put a lot of time into the party and she's more than likely going to get some free makeup, I don't think the expectations are too high. I'm wearing Pouty and Luxe. I'm not wearing the exclusive lipstick, but it looks a lot like the exclusive lipstick. What tips do I wear? All of my videos are on YouTube. I do not play games in my parties. I think that it takes away from the time that I can be spending showcasing products. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think games sell the product. It's the same with the Panda Bear. Like, who's your audience? The Panda Bear does not sell the product. Elsa from Frozen with no makeup does not sell the product. And games don't sell the product. Now, that does not mean that you shouldn't play games. I have a lot of girls on my team that play games, and it works well for them in some parties. It's knowing your party. But for me personally, I choose not to play games because I'm looking at who is my audience and what is the purpose of this post. And my post, the purpose is to engage my customer enough to want her to buy the product. And the games, for me, engage the customer, but don't necessarily bring her to a place of wanting to buy the product. All right. Any other questions? Hopefully all of this has made sense. Yeah, here's the deal. I hate games. Like, I hate them. I hate them in real life. Like, not even just online. Like, I'm terrible. I'm a quitter. I'll get all the way to the end of a game and quit on everybody. It's terrible. So for me, games are just disingenuous because I don't like them. So if I don't like them, why would I do them in a party? But if you love games, then you'll probably do them totally different than I do. Okay. Any other questions? I'm going to let you all go, and I'm going to go grocery shopping. Yeah, that's the other thing with games, is that a lot of people are reusing them, and anything that a lot of people are reusing, you risk in Facebook jail. So, I'm so glad I'm helping you. So anything, that's another reason not to use the Panda Bear, because someone like me, who's not unique, who was annoyed by the Panda Bear, okay, just bear with me. Not that I would click it as spam, because I'm not that spiteful, but there are people that will, okay? And then you're going to end up in Facebook jail. So you need to be really careful, which is why all of my posts are ones I've created. Plus, this is going to make it different than the last unique party your customer was in, okay? And I get that all the time. This is nothing like the last 3 unique parties I was in. I love this. You're so fun. I love the videos. It's so unique. Okay? So try and start thinking through that filter. Don't think through the filter of a unique presenter. Think through the filter of a customer. You got put in Facebook jail because somebody marked your post as spam. Stinks, right? I know. That's why I can't add you to my parties. Is a hostess inviting a... Yes, it does a little bit. I mean, it happens. Hostesses don't realize people are unique presenters. But I'm always nervous that that presenter is then going to take my material and then use it for herself. And then, you know, it gets marked as spam or whatever, and I end up in Facebook jail. Yeah, I will remove presenters from a party, if they're not on my team. How do you change up parties? Well, like, a lot of times most of the time if a hostess is going to do another party for me, like I have a whole bunch of hostesses that did one on July 15th, and I have a whole bunch that are going to start in September, and I just create a whole new group. So I don't use the same group for repeat hostesses. I like to freshen it up. I like to make it new. I like the customers to feel like it's a whole totally new thing. So, Okay. Thank you. My team is freaking awesome. For real. Like, Team Flourish, there are no better girls than the girls that are under me. They're amazing. They are killing it. The girls under me, in our Black Status's top 10, my girls, the girls that were under me, filled four spots in the top 10 of our Black, which was it's over 4,000 girls. I think we occupied spot 1, spot 3, spot 5, and spot 7. And typically, it's usually more than that. But August has been kind of a crazy month because of convention, and it's been hard to get that momentum back when you take a few days off. So, but yeah, my girls are amazing. I could not be more proud of them, and I learn from them every day. Some of what you're hearing from me is just stuff that I have learned from bouncing ideas off with the girls on my team, because they are geniuses. They're fabulous. Absolutely, those are my rules. No graphics, make your own pics. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you anymore. I feel like I'm rambling. I feel like questions have kind of died down some. So I will be back tomorrow with day 10, right? Yeah, day 10. So the very last day. What do you do on the last day to get those orders in? So I will be back to tell you about that. And I'm going to go grocery shopping, and then I'm going to go take my son to the pool. So have a wonderful day, ladies. I will talk to you later.